Hi, my name is Carolyn Gamble, and this is
Gary Gamble. How y'all
and
doing?
this is Remnant Mentality. Welcome back to Remnant Mentality Sunday School Youth Edition. So we are going to be talking to the youth on today. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys tuned into the one that we had last week where we were talking about building a strong foundation. Okay. Now today we're going to be talking about being bold as a lion. Look at my arms. Bold as a lion. Being bold as a lion. That's what we're going to be talking about today because as children of God, we have to learn how to be strong, how to be mighty, how to be courageous. And so that is what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be coming from First Samuel. If you guys want to follow me, we're going to be coming from First Samuel, and we're going to be coming from the 17th chapter. Okay, that's First Samuel, the 17th chapter. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna put it up so you can see it. Okay, that's First Samuel, 17th chapter, the 28th through the 58th verse. That's where we're going to be coming from on today. Okay, but I want to give you guys just a little snippet of a story. Okay, picture it. Friday. Okay, this Friday that just passed, I'm driving with my son in the car, and we are talking, and I'm giving him his pep talk because sometimes do some of your mom and your dad, do they give you guys like pep talks where they talk to you and kind of encourage you and try to get you ready for whatever it is that they want to get you ready for? Maybe it's waking up in the morning, maybe it's going to school, or maybe it's even doing something that you really don't want to do. So I'm giving him a pep talk. He's getting ready to go to band practice, and I know that he doesn't want to get up early in the morning to do it. So I give him this big pep talk. And so this is what I tell him. You guys need to listen to this because this is very important. So I told him, I said, Noah, you are going to band practice today. And I know it feels like you haven't done this a lot, and you're feeling discouraged. You're feeling like, I can't do this. This is too much. I don't want to be here because it's going to be too hard for me, and I'd rather just go back home and not even deal with all this. But I told him, I said, son, you can do this. You can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens you. And I told him, be bold as a lion. Okay, that's what I told him, babe. Babe wasn't there, but I told him, be bold as a lion.
Sound about right.
And the reason why I told him that is because you're going to face challenges in life. And you got to get it in your mind that you can do it, even though it seems like it's impossible for you to do. And so I told him, be bold as a lion. When you get in there today, grab her, be bold as a lion. Don't let nothing or nobody keep you from doing what it is that you got to do on today. And so let me tell you what he did. This was so funny to me. So he went in there, he bust open the door, and he looked down, and he said to himself, bold as a lion. And he walked into the door, and it shifted the whole atmosphere. I mean, it changed everybody's actions and their behaviors and their thoughts because they were trying to figure out, why is he looking like that? He looking like he finna beat us up. He looking like he finna tear us up. And it was not because he was going to beat them up or tear them up, but he had made it up in his mind. I got to be bold. I got to be courageous, and I have to be bold as a lion. And if I can do that, there's nothing that can stop me. Have you ever seen a roaring lion? A roaring lion is not afraid of anything. Most lions are not afraid of anything because they are at the top of the food chain. So they know they can't nothing or nobody stop them from getting whatever it is that they want. Am I right, baby? Am I making that up?
That's right. That's right. I just want to touch on one thing. Like you said, bold as a lion is it's about the mindset. He had to change his mindset. Because he was kind of intimidated at first. But the thing is, what my wife did was she talked to him about these different types of situations, and it changed his mindset. And he went out there with a different mindset. So in order to be bold as a lion, you have to first get that in your head. Tell yourself that. That's what she got to him and was having him do. She was telling himself that he has to be bold as a lion. So it kind of changed his mindset. All right.
All right. So when he was being bold as a lion, if you guys didn't realize it, what this did is it shifted its atmosphere. I need you guys to see that. I'm gonna let that put it up there that you will see that it will shift your atmosphere. You have to be bold as a lion. And when you're bold as a lion, it will change everything around you. It'll change the people. It will change the way they talk to you, how they treat you. It'll change everything around you if you do it and you be consistent with it. It will change everything. It'll change you. It'll change them. If you allow God to be in, if you allow God to go with you and you continue to have that mindset, it will change everything about you. So let's talk about somebody who allowed their atmosphere to be shifted, who allowed their boldness to take them to another level in God. And the person that we are going to be talking about today, you guys, his name is David. We're going to be talking about David and Goliath. Now, like I said, that is found in 1 Samuel, 17th chapter. You can read the whole thing, have mom and dad or somebody sit down and read it with you. Or, this is what I found out, this is so cool. Or you could go to YouTube and you could put in David and Goliath. Even if you put in David by itself, more than likely it's going to pop up. This is for all the little savvy little kids that know how to use their phone or know how to get on their computer or even a TV. Go to YouTube and put in David and Goliath, and it's going to show you the cartoon. Isn't that so cool? The cartoon of David and Goliath, and you're going to see the story, okay, that I'm getting ready to summarize to you real quick. Okay, so David and Goliath, that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, David was a little boy, okay? David had, but he's not baby, but he's like maybe 16, okay? And David is the youngest of all of his brothers. He had 8 brothers, and he was the youngest of all of them. So his daddy loved him because he was the baby. He's the baby of the family, so he was very protective of him. So he told David, I'm gonna have you go out in the field and take care of the sheep. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you out there. So I know you could be a shepherd and you can tend to the little sheep and make sure that the sheep don't hurt themselves. Make sure that the sheep are protected and safe from any animals or anything crazy that tries to mess them up while they out there. Make sure that they eat and do everything they're supposed to do. So David said, okay, yes, sir, I'll do this. And so he's obedient to his father, and he goes and he does this. He takes care of the sheep. That's his job. That's his only job, is to take care of the sheep. Feed the sheep, make sure the sheep are safe. So now, mind you, David is out here in the desert. This is a desert, okay? David is out in the desert, feeding the sheep, taking care of the sheep, making sure that they have everything that they need. But how many of you know that when David was doing that, challenges came? Remember, I was telling you, my son had to face a challenge or something that was very difficult or something that was very hard for him, or maybe just something he didn't want to do, but he had to face a challenge. And David had to endure or go through different challenges when he was out in the desert. It said that he had to deal with killing a lion, a bear, I'm gonna say a tiger. Oh my, I don't know what he had to deal with. Maybe even a wolf, I'm sure, because I'm sure there was all kinds of animals out there looking for something to eat. And the sheep were the easiest prey because the sheep, they don't do nothing but wander around and eat grass all day. So David had to take care of them. And so he had to fight a lion and then a tiger. He had to kill them. I don't even know how he was able to kill them. It says that he used a slingshot with 3 rocks. Come on, y'all. 3 rocks. Let me get my fingers up so you can see. 3 rocks and a slingshot. And he killed all these animals. So in the midst of all of that, what it did was it built up his courage. It let him know that he can do all things through Christ that strengthens him. It let him know that Christ was for him. If Christ was for him, then who could be against him? It let him know, and it helped him build a relationship with Christ when he was going through these challenges, because he's like, man, God was with me with the bear. God was with me through the tiger. God was with me through all of these, through the lion. God was with me through all of these things. And if God is with me, who can be against me? So as he's going through all of these things, one day his dad says, go and take some food to your brothers because they're getting ready to go to battle in a war with Goliath. Okay. So Goliath, so he takes the food to his brothers. Quick story. Takes the food to his brothers, and when he takes the food to his brothers are shivering in their bones. They're scared. They're terrified. And Goliath is coming out, and he's like, "Who wants to fight me?" So he's like this big bully. Okay, but they said that the Goliath was at least 10 feet tall or bigger. He was a 10 feet tall bodybuilder. Like he had muscles everywhere, muscles all over, and he had all this armor on. He had a shield, and he had a sword, and he had on these big old sandals, and he looked like he could kill. I mean, he could have killed anything and anybody because he was so big and had all this stuff on him. But David was not scared. You know why? Because he remembered all the challenges and all the things that he went through when he was dealing with his sheep in the wilderness or in the desert. And he said, if I can fight the lion, and if I can fight the bear or the tiger or whatever, oh my, whatever he fought, if he could fight that, I can surely fight this. This ain't nothing. He ain't nothing but a little rinky dinky little Philistine giant. I can kill him. All I need is my 3 rocks and my slingshot. I can take him out. And so he was talking to his brothers, and they were terrified. And David said, "This uncircumcised Philistine, that dude over there, you can't beat him up. If I can kill a lion and if I can kill a bear, I surely can beat him up." And so David said, "You know what? I'm taking on the challenge. God is for me. Who can be against me? I got this in the bag." And so David went and got his slingshot, got his 3 rocks. His brother's like, "Man, you sure you don't want to take no armor with you? You don't need no shield. You don't need no sword. You don't need nothing." And so he's like, "Nah, man, if God is for me, who can be against me? If I faced all these challenges, I can face him." And so he went and got those slingshots, and he took them, wrapped them around. And it says with 1 rock, 1 stone. Am I right, baby? It said that's 1 stone. Right. With 1 stone, it said that David slayed the giant. He killed the giant with 1 rock. Who could do that in this day and time? 1 rock killed this huge giant that has been going around scaring everybody in every city, including the Israelites, because David was an Israelite. He was going around terrifying everybody, and David killed him with 1 stone. Not because he was so bold, not because he was so powerful, not because he was so strong, but because he knew that if God was for him, he can handle any challenge, any situation. And I'm here to tell you that today. Long story short, David slayed the giant. He killed the giant. He became king, and he got him a girlfriend or a wife, you want to say. Okay, so he got everything that he desired and more. God blessed him because he was willing to take on the challenge. He was willing to do something that nobody else was going to do. Are you willing to do stuff that seems very difficult or something that seems very hard? Are you willing to take on the challenge and do something that you feel that you can't do? I'm sure David didn't want to kill the giant, but he knew that his brothers needed the help, and he stood up to the challenge. Are you willing to stand up to the challenge? Are you willing to make a difference? Are you willing to take it on and ask God to help you and lead you and guide you in that? We all are faced with challenges, but we have to be courageous. We have to be bold as lions. So this is what I want to do. I want to give you a couple scriptures, okay, that I want you to think on. The first one is Proverbs 23:7. It says, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." Okay, it starts with the mind. Like we said, you first got to get it in your mind that you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you, and that even if it's difficult and it's hard, every challenge that God allows you to go through is building you to the next level. It's not to hurt you, it's not to destroy you, it's not to even kill you, but it's to make you get to the next level. So remember that. So in your mind, if you say you're stupid, then you're gonna come up against some crazy stuff. You can't call yourself stupid. You got to call yourself strong and mighty and powerful and bold and courageous. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, the next one is my favorite scripture. I taught my children it. It is Philippians 4:13. Philippians 4th chapter and 13th verse. And it says, "For I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Yes, we can. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens us if we believe it. God says it starts with you got to believe it first. It has to first become real here, and then it becomes real in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit. And then once it becomes real to you, then you can conquer the world. You can be the next David and slay a Goliath. That Goliath is not representing a person per se, but Goliath is representing a challenge, a situation, a problem. You can slay it. You can kill it. You can destroy it. You can overcome it if you pay attention to what you're allowing to come into your mind. Okay? So let's move on to the next thing. My other favorite scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, said the Lord. He says, plans to prosper you and give you a great future. God says, I know you're going to go through challenges. I know you're going to face situations and problems, but be encouraged. Know that I got you. Know that I have your back. I'm not going to leave you or forsake you. I'm not going to leave you out there to dry. I'm not going to let nobody mess over you. I'm not going to let nobody beat you up and harm you. I have you. And regardless of what challenge or thing that you go through, I got your back. Your front, your side, your middle, I got you. But you first got to take a step of faith and know or believe that I got you. Yes, so what if you have to go to school by yourself? You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. God got you. You're not by yourself. You got God by your side. You can't see him, but he's there. So what if you have to try out for cheerleading all by yourself? God got you. It doesn't matter. Whatever the problem is, whatever the circumstance is, God has your back, your front, and your left and your side. He got it all because he's God and he loves you. So he's not going to leave you. Okay? So like I told you, I want you to know that every challenge that you're going to face is going to be difficult for you. Every challenge or difficult thing is only to bring you closer to your destiny, closer to what you're supposed to be doing. Like I told my son, you might be in band right now and it seems like it's all difficult for you. But God is trying to bring you closer to him. He is trying to let you know that if you keep on doing what you're doing and you keep trusting in him and you keep believing in him and you keep facing each challenge and doing it in a bold way, that in the end is greatness. You will be what God has called you to be. Whatever it may be, you will be what he has called you to be, and you'll be great at it because you took on the challenge. So today, I just want to tell you guys, be bold as a lion. Know that God got your back. Know that God will never leave you nor forsake you. Know that he loves you and he cares for you and he wants the best for you. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. I love you guys. I want you to be blessed. And I want you to know that your best days are yet to come. They are right before you. Just know that they're coming. And your future is going to be so bright. You're going to have to wear sunglasses in order to see everything that God has for you. I love you. Be blessed and be bold as a lion.
You guys take it easy. Have a good day.